Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Ilana, and today I have another story time, and we're going to get into it about another stalker candidate
What?
that we had to deal with. Disclaimer, I need you to get comfortable, seated, because this one going to be real juicy. Baby, the tea is piping hot. In fact, it is gasoline. And I'm only telling y'all these stories because I want y'all to be better and do better and understand the do's and don'ts when you're looking for a position. Let's get into it. Last year, I was helping a senior leader recruit for his administrative support because he was new onboarding. He realized that he needed some assistance with managing his schedule and his calendar. So I worked with him to strategize on the job description. Should this be an executive assistant? Should this be an administrative associate, an office associate? What do we need to get you the right fit? So I went ahead and strategized, got the position posted, worked with talent acquisition to retrieve the applicants out of the ATS system. I did my initial screening, sorting through resumes, seeing if whoever had the qualities and the skill set that we needed to fill this role. After doing that, I did a quick, initial phone screening, discussing the work arrangements, whether it's hybrid, remote, on site, and the salary expectations. For the people who accepted and were okay with it, we moved to the actual phone screening round, okay? So due to my workload and my capacity and all the stuff I had on my plate, I asked my supervisor to support me with conducting the first official phone interview. So she went ahead and conducted that. We moved forward with 5 people for the phone interview. When those were finished, she provided me and the senior leader with all the feedback and her notes from the interview. From there, we narrowed it down to 3 top candidates. During this process, I went ahead and scheduled for the second interview, which will be the in-person interview, where you'll meet with the panel of 6 people, including the senior leader, either myself or my supervisor. We just, pick people who are well with interviewing and who understand the process. So I contacted them and let them know, hey, we're super interested. The department manager would like to move forward to round 2 of the interview. We're going to move quickly because we need somebody fully selected, onboarded, and seated due to another leader potentially being out pretty soon. So I called candidate 1, went well. Called candidate 2, went smoothly. But when I called candidate 3, this is where the tea came in. So I let her know the same process. Hey, we're kind of moving rapidly. Round 2 interview in person will be within the next 2 or 3 days. So make sure you have your calendar open. I let her know someone's going to be out. And at that point, she dropped a little tea. She said, oh, I'm aware that that person's going to be out. I do my due diligence when I'm looking for a new position. And I researched and Googled everyone. And I noticed that this particular person is not only going to be out just on vacation. I Googled her and I found her not wedding page. She scrolled through, she said, and I said, well, let me know, elaborate, tell me more. She said, yeah, I scrolled through her page. I've seen all of her wedding party. I see the date is set for this certain time. And her venue, I've been to that venue. It's amazing. I've seen a wedding there. And she's just going on and on and on about the research she conducted. That is weird. This is another candidate stalking story. Again, like I told y'all on part 1, when you do your research, it is okay to look on LinkedIn because people put that information out there publicly. It's like their public, resume for people to understand their skill set and experience. It is okay to look on LinkedIn to research the person. It is okay to look on the company website to look at the mission statement, goals, or organizational objectives. However, Facebook, Googling, all of that stuff on the not page, it is not acceptable. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And secondly, I don't know if you think you a CIA, PI, FBI, but you too damn nosy. Nobody wants to work with nobody who wants to know their whole entire life for you to just come into the department. That is not okay. So needless to say, We did move forward with the in-person interview, but she was not selected. I mean, of course she wasn't selected. But I just really need you guys to slow down. If you know information, keep that to yourself. We don't need to know all of the research that you've done. If you want to show that you're knowledgeable and resourceful, throw back at us like, hey, I looked on the website. I see you guys offer these benefits. I see you guys offer tuition assistance, tuition reimbursement. I love what the company stands for. I love the organizational initiatives. I like that you guys are in the community. You guys give back or be on community service. So we'll understand that you're resourceful. You did your homework. But being nosy about who's interviewing you is never the route that you want to go. So again, she would never be blocked from the system. You are open to apply for as many jobs as you want to. But when you do stuff like that, I can promise you 98% of the time, we're going to remember your name, especially with a situation like that, and you would never get another interview. People talk. It doesn't matter how big the organization is. The organization I work at, it's probably the largest organization in the whole entire state. Not probably, it is. And although it's big, it is small. The recruitment and the hiring manager and the leadership circle is pretty tight-knit and pretty small, and your name will get around. If you do get a job, eventually people are going to know about the incident that you did. So I need y'all to do better, like I said, and be better. And this concludes story time number 2. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe, and I promise you it's gonna be a few more story times. I've been around for a minute when it comes to this work style that I've been working in this field, and I have a lot of stories, trust me. I'm just getting open to sharing them, but it's only for knowledge. I just want y'all to be better, like I said. If you ever have any questions about resume reviews or interviewing tips or anything, always reach out. My beacons is in my bio, and I'll be willing to, support, help, review your resume, give you some tips, give you some ideas of what you can do to set yourself apart from another candidate, because the job market is super competitive. But yeah, don't do no weird stuff, y'all. Please don't. Stop with the weird stuff, being pushy. All of this is not gonna make us feel like, oh, this person is just amazing. No, rely on your skill set, rely on your interview skills, and I promise you, you will get selected for the job if it's meant for you. You don't have to do all of this extra stuff. What's meant for you is meant for you, and nobody can take that from you, okay? So, like I said, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.